Just going through the routines, completely shocking my diet. It was really tough, and I didn't like it at first. It was hard. As I went through the program, things really started changing for me at about 4 weeks, about 1 month. And I started to notice that when I accidentally ran across foods that I used to like that weren't good for me, I didn't like them anymore. I not only didn't like them anymore, I didn't even want them at the table because they smelled. And so that really brought me from a place of negativity to really being thankful for where I was at that point, because I was feeding my body right and liking it. At about 2 to 3 weeks into the program, I started to see myself having more energy. Before the program, I would have to take a nap basically every day just to get through the day. And my blood sugar was completely out of control, and it knocked me out sometimes. But like I said, 2 to 3 weeks into the program, I started to notice my blood sugar was evening out, and I had a lot more focus and energy in the day. Taking that 1 to 2 hours a day to really make sure I took care of myself has given me another 4 hours every day. When I add 1 to 2 hours working out and preparing healthy foods, that added 4 hours of productivity to my day that I would have never had before. For anyone thinking it's impossible to gain 4 hours in a day that only has 24, I really measured that by how much work I could get done. As an entrepreneur, I didn't have a set amount of hours. I just worked until the work was done. And my standard work day just got done about twice as quickly, which meant I was done with 8 hours of tasks in 4 hours. So before I started this program, I had a lot of allergies. I had a cayenne allergy that was as dangerous as most people's peanut allergy. I also had a metal allergy that kept me from touching anything metal. It burned my skin like a mosquito bite. And after being in the program for about 2 months, I mistakenly ate a cayenne pepper and discovered I was fine. Then I started experimenting with some of my allergies, and I came across an old heirloom watch that if I had worn it before, it would have sent me to the hospital because it hurt so bad. And now I'm able to wear it all day long in remembrance of the good man who gave it to me. It would have left a permanent red scar on me. So when I first started with Global Fitness Club, I just wanted more focus and energy. I was really focused on supporting Jennifer in this. And I really had no intention of gaining any sort of muscle or size. I didn't care. At least until I started getting it. And at that point, I started noticing that I looked a lot better than I used to. And then eventually, Jennifer noticed, and it was pretty much game over from there, and I was hooked, and have been since, and will be from now on. So when I started with Global Fitness Club, I had a goal of being able to hike Mount Baldy, which for those of you that don't know, that's 8,000 foot elevation gain in a one-day hike, which is huge. That's like hiking some of the largest peaks in North America. And so I had no idea how to do it. I knew I wasn't strong enough, and I didn't know how to get there. And now I'm getting ready to do the hike, and I feel totally prepared, and I know I'm just going to knock it out of the park on the way up the peak. A great impact has been made on me from Global Fitness Club and Brian Kelly because of that energy and focus. I've now been able to take on my grandma's business. About 2 months ago, she had a very severe stroke, and she's been in the hospital ever since. And as any of you know who have been in the hospital, the bills are through the roof, and she had just lost her stream of income. So by being able to step into the program, it's not only created a future for me having a business that'll take care of me and my family, it also allows us a way to pay for my grandma's medical bills and literally keep her alive. in the beginning, it was a definite challenge. One of the first things we did when we started the program was go on a cruise, and we still had to eat clean and work out in our little cabin. That was a real challenge, but we got through it. And then even after that, I got food poisoning, and my grandma fell ill almost at the same time, and we had to take over her business. Even still, all of these changes, I never would have been able to cope with them without the fitness program. And standing here on day 90, I can say I'm a totally different person, and I will never go back to the way I was.